Coming out in Hollywood? Career suicide. The whispers start. Casting directors hesitate. Opportunities vanish. But what if I told you some men didn't just survive that moment? They weaponized it. This episode reveals 5 gay men who turned Hollywood's rejection into pure revenge. These aren't feel-good stories. These are war stories. Men who were told they were too gay, too risky, too much for middle America. Men who were written off, passed over, quietly erased, until they said enough. And then? They didn't just succeed, they dominated. Number 3 will blow your mind because his coming out literally saved his dying career. Number 1 turned his rejection into a billion-dollar empire. Which revenge story will inspire you most? Where in the world are you watching? Subscribe because these are the victories they tried to prevent. Let's expose the comebacks they never saw coming. Neil Patrick Harris, the child star Hollywood left for dead. Remember Doogie Howser, that cute kid doctor from the 90s? Child stars don't get second acts, ever. Child stars who are gay, double death sentence. But here's what they got wrong about Neil. Dead wrong. Neil comes out, not as some A-list star making headlines. He's struggling, guest spots, wondering if it's over. The same executives who once saw potential, now saw liability. Gay actors don't get leading man roles. They certainly don't anchor sitcoms. Then, How I Met Your Mother happened. Suddenly, the gay actor they said was unemployable became America's favorite womanizer. Think about that irony. Barney Stinson, ultimate straight guy fantasy, played by an openly gay man, and America ate it up. But was it luck or something else? Here's what changed everything. Neil stopped hiding. No more shame, no more fear. That fearlessness, it made him funnier, bolder, more magnetic than any closeted performance ever could be. While Hollywood was figuring out how to handle his success, Neil was building an empire. Broadway shows? Check. Award ceremonies? He owned them. The Tony Awards, Emmy Awards, Academy Awards. Neil Patrick Harris became the guy you called when you needed charisma, talent, and absolute confidence. But here's the beautiful revenge part. His personal life became his greatest asset. His marriage to David Burtka, their picture-perfect family, it proved gay men could be America's sweethearts. The same authenticity that was supposed to destroy his career made him irreplaceable. The industry that wrote him off as a washed-up child star, now they fight to book him. His memoir, bestseller, his production company, networks compete for his content. He went from has-been to must-have by doing the one thing Hollywood said would ruin everything. He told his truth, and that truth made him powerful. His refusal to hide made him royalty. The same executives who whispered about his career being over now whisper about how to get meetings with him. But here's what really happened. Neil didn't just prove child stars could have second acts. He proved that authenticity creates opportunities that shame never could. His truth didn't limit his roles, it exploded them. Today, Neil Patrick Harris isn't just successful despite being gay. He's successful because he stopped pretending to be straight. His authenticity made him irreplaceable. His courage made him legendary. The revenge? Perfect. Hollywood tried to bury a child star. Instead, they created a multimedia mogul who redefined what leading men could look like. Drop a 1 if you remember when everyone said Neil's career was over. Matt Bomer, the heartthrob they tried to hide before he could shine. Picture this, 2010, you're Matt Bomer, you just landed White Collar, magazines calling you TV's hottest new star, Hollywood's next big thing. Then you make one decision, you stop lying about who you love. The whispers started immediately. Too risky for romantic leads, too obvious for straight roles. Magazine covers that called him sexiest star. Suddenly he became complicated for casting directors. Projects that seemed guaranteed began disappearing. Hollywood found their new fantasy man, then decided maybe America wasn't ready for a gay one. But here's what the industry miscalculated about Matt Bomer. Everything. When Bomer fully came out in 2012, thanking his husband at an award show, the response wasn't career destruction, it was career liberation. But was that the plan? Or did something else happen? Suddenly, the same man who'd been playing it safe was taking risks. The Normal Heart happened. Magic Mike happened. Roles requiring vulnerability, real emotional depth. Critics who dismissed him as just another pretty face. suddenly saw an actor. His normal heart performance earned Emmy nominations. Critical acclaim his closeted work never achieved. Here's why. When you stop hiding who you are, you can finally show what you can do. Magic Mike proved something revolutionary. Gay actors could embody heterosexual desire better than straight actors afraid to be vulnerable. His strip scenes? Electric. Because there was no shame, no holding back. Then came projects that proved Hollywood wrong about everything. American Horror Story made him a genre favorite. The Sinner showed his dramatic range. Studios that worried about his marketability now compete to cast him. But here's the beautiful part. His marriage to Simon Halls became part of his appeal, not a liability. Their red carpet appearances, their obvious love, it added to his mystique. Proved gay men could be everyone's heartthrob. Audiences don't need fantasies to be realistic. They need them compelling. Today, Matt Bomer isn't just working, he's thriving. His production company develops projects networks want. His name on a cast list means quality. The transformation? Complete. From pretty face they tried to hide to serious actor they can't ignore. Hollywood tried to bury Matt Bomer before he could become a star. The timing was perfect, they thought. Cut him off before he gets too big to control. But here's what they didn't count on. Burying him just delayed his inevitable rise. The same qualities that made them nervous made audiences obsessed. The revenge writes itself. They tried to hide a heartthrob. Instead, created a leading man who redefined what desirable could look like. Drop a 2 if you think Matt Bomer became everyone's crush after coming out. Zachary Quinto, the villain they loved until he became himself. Remember Sylar on Heroes? That creepy, compelling bad guy who could stop time and steal powers? Zachary was supposed to be Hollywood's next great villain. The character actor who'd spend decades playing psychopaths and masterminds. Then he made a choice that supposedly ended everything. He stopped playing a character in his real life too. Quinto comes out. He wasn't just risking his career, he was risking his entire brand. Villains are mysterious, unknowable, dangerous. Gay actors, too vulnerable, too human, too real. The intensity that made Sylar terrifying would be diminished if audiences knew Quinto was gay. Hollywood was spectacularly wrong, but was it an accident or something else? Instead of limiting his villainous appeal, coming out unleashed it. His Spock in Star Trek, iconic. Precisely because he brought emotional authenticity to the role. He wasn't hiding behind character work anymore. He was using his full self to create characters. His vulnerability made his intensity more compelling, not less. But here's where Quinto's story becomes pure revenge. The same industry that worried he couldn't play straight characters started begging him for complex roles. American Horror Story happened. Broadway roles happened. Independent films showcasing his range. His production company, Before the Door Pictures, developing LGBTQ+ content that networks competed for. The actor they thought might be too gay for mainstream success became the producer creating mainstream success for other LGBTQ+ performers. He didn't just overcome the system, he started changing it. Star Trek proved gay actors could anchor major franchises. His Spock wasn't compromised by his sexuality, it was enhanced by his emotional intelligence. Audiences connected because it felt real. But here's what really changed everything. His relationship with Miles McMillan became part of his public persona without overshadowing his work. He proved gay actors could maintain mystique while being authentic about their personal lives. The mystery wasn't about his sexuality anymore, it was about his talent. Today, Zachary Quinto isn't just the character actor they tried to limit, he's a producer, franchise star, Broadway favorite, LGBTQ+ advocate who creates opportunities for others. Hollywood tried to keep him in the villain box, make him the bad guy forever, never let him be the hero of anything. But here's the plot twist they never saw coming. He broke out of their box and became the hero of his own story. The same intensity that made him a compelling villain made him an irresistible leading man. The industry tried to typecast Zachary Quinto. Instead, he rewrote the script entirely. Drop a 3 if you think Zachary Quinto proved villains can become heroes. Jonathan Groff, the Broadway baby they said was too theater for Hollywood. Openly gay from day one, Broadway trained. Voice that could sell out theaters but supposedly couldn't sell movie tickets. The formula was perfect for musical theater stardom. Hollywood suicide. Entertainment industry had him figured out. Talented niche performer. Would never cross over to mainstream success. Then Glee happened. Broadway baby became teen heartthrob. But here's where it gets interesting. Glee should have been his mainstream breakthrough. His moment to become a household name like his co-stars. Instead, Jesse St. James got written out, reduced to guest appearances, sidelined just when the show became cultural phenomenon. The whispers were familiar. Too gay, too theater, too much for middle America. Other Glee actors got record deals, movie roles. Groff watched from sidelines. Same talent that made him magnetic on Broadway apparently made him risky for television. Too authentic for sanitized gay that mainstream media preferred. But Jonathan Groff didn't disappear. He went back to Broadway, started building something bigger. Spring Awakening became cultural phenomenon. Hamilton became the most important musical of the decade. While Hollywood figured out how to market gay actors, Groff became royalty in the medium that actually valued his talent. But was that the end of his Hollywood story, or just the beginning of something else? Television came calling again. This time, they needed Jonathan Groff specifically. Mindhunter happened because David Fincher wanted an actor who could bring emotional complexity. Looking happened because HBO needed authenticity in gay characters. Projects started seeking him out, not despite his gayness, because of what his authentic self brought to roles. His voice work in Frozen proved gay actors could anchor family entertainment. His King George in Hamilton, the performance everyone remembered. Agent Holden Ford, cult favorite showcasing dramatic range beyond musical theater. But here's what really changed. The industry that once saw him as too niche now recognizes him as irreplaceable. Theater credentials make him prestigious. Authentic gay performances make him essential for LGBTQ+ content. Mainstream work proves he can anchor any project. Jonathan Groff didn't change to fit Hollywood's expectations. He forced Hollywood to expand their definition of leading man. The theater kid they said was too gay for Hollywood became too talented for Hollywood to ignore. Here's the beautiful irony. Broadway training that was supposed to limit him actually made him a better screen actor. His comfort with live performance translated into authenticity on camera that film-only actors struggle to achieve. Hollywood tried to keep him in the theater box. Instead, he proved theater training creates the most versatile performers of all. Drop a 4 if you remember when Jonathan Groff was just that guy from Glee. Jim Parsons, the nerd they said no one would love. When Jim was cast as Sheldon Cooper, he was supposed to be television's ultimate virgin. The character so socially awkward that romance was impossible. Perfect casting for a closeted gay actor, Hollywood thought. He can play asexual because he's hiding his real sexuality. The joke was on everyone who thought they had him figured out. 4 years. Parsons kept his personal life private. Big Bang Theory became biggest sitcom on television. Sheldon Cooper was America's favorite nerd. Parsons was getting rich playing him, but he was also slowly dying inside. Every interview deflecting questions about dating women, every red carpet appearing alone, every moment pretending his long-term relationship didn't exist. Then, 2012. Parsons made the choice everyone said would destroy everything. He came out. Not with fanfare, not magazine covers. Simple acknowledgement of partner Todd Spiewak in New York Times article. Industry held its breath. America's favorite virgin was gay. Would audiences still love Sheldon knowing Parsons was living with a man? The answer was spectacularly yes. But was it luck or something else entirely? Instead of destroying his appeal, coming out made Parsons more beloved. Sheldon Cooper didn't become less funny. He became more human. Audiences connected with authenticity behind the performance. They realized they weren't just laughing at Sheldon. They were laughing with an actor who understood what it meant to feel different, misunderstood, to find your tribe. But Parsons didn't just maintain sitcom success. He exploded beyond it. Broadway roles showcasing dramatic range, film projects proving he was more than Sheldon, production company developing content for networks that competed for his attention. He became television's highest-paid actor, while being openly gay in America's living rooms every week. His marriage to Todd in 2017? Celebration, not scandal. Their relationship became part of his public story without overshadowing professional achievements. He proved gay actors could be America's sweethearts. Audiences don't need TV favorites to be available, they need them to be authentic. Young Sheldon made him executive producer. Memoir became bestseller. Award show hosting proved appeal beyond sitcom work. He transformed from character actor to multimedia mogul. But here's what Hollywood never understood. The same qualities that made them nervous about Parsons made audiences obsessed with Sheldon. Both were outsiders. Both were misunderstood. Both found success by being exactly who they were. Hollywood tried to keep Jim Parsons in the nerd box, playing characters who couldn't get love. Instead, he proved that actors who embrace love, all kinds of love, become more compelling performers and more successful human beings. America's Favorite Virgin became proof that gay men can be everyone's favorite everything. Drop a 5 if you never saw Sheldon the same way after Jim came out. Not every gay man's career ends when he tells his truth. Sometimes it's just the beginning. These 5 men didn't just survive Hollywood's attempts to sideline them. They turned those attempts into fuel for empires the industry now can't function without. Their revenge wasn't loud, it wasn't dramatic, it was success. Undeniable, unstoppable, absolutely authentic success. They proved every executive wrong who said gay actors couldn't be leading men, franchise stars, America's favorites. Which comeback inspired you most? Drop 1 through 5. Where in the world are you watching? Because these victories prove authenticity isn't just personally fulfilling, it's professionally powerful. When we celebrate these empires built on truth, we give permission for others to stop hiding and start building. The beautiful irony? Hollywood tried to destroy them for being gay. Instead, being gay became their superpower. Only on Rainbow Spotlight, where revenge is served with Emmy nominations and billion-dollar franchises.